Are you looking for new builds in Corona, California? Well, then you're going to want to stick around for this one. Hi, this is Denise from Vivid Lifestyle Realty, your go-to source for all things real estate and lifestyle in beautiful Corona, California and the surrounding areas. And today we are going to be talking about some more amazing new build communities that are coming to Corona. It's a collaboration between nature and being around shopping and restaurants and being in a convenient location close to the 15 and 91 freeways. So we're going to tell you about a couple of the communities that are coming, so you can be the first to know. They're just breaking ground, so it's hot off the press, and we're just going to dive right in. So the first community we're going to talk about, let's first talk about location. So, we've covered Bedford off of Cajalco and the 15 freeway. We've covered the crossings and Dos Lagos off of in between Weirich and Cajalco. All over the place, which are convenient, amazing things, and all of the homes that are coming up. We've even kind of gone into, Lake Elsinore and etc. Because they have a lot of land they're building right on the border kind of Corona and Lake Elsinore. So we've covered those, and now this one's nestled right on the base of the Cleveland National Forest. So you have a beautiful, breathtaking view of greenery and the Cleveland National Forest, which will never be built on. It's protected. And you're right in the middle of everything that you love and know, whether it's the 15 freeway, so you're close to Temecula and everything that has to offer. So wineries, Pachanga, and everything in between. You're also close to the 91 freeway, which can get you to, but not too close, everywhere else you want to go, Orange County, Palm Springs, etc. So the location is phenomenal, and then you're surrounded by nature, which is amazing. So where this is located is off of the 15 freeway and Indian Truck Trail. You have a community that we've covered called Sycamore Creek. They have parks. It's a beautiful community. If you turn on De Palma, which we've talked about, there's a Vons there, there's Subway, there's just shops and little eateries as well, and a Starbucks and vets and etc. So if you are going to, it still has things right there, but then you're going to turn right on La Palma or De Palma, and instead of staying, so you're in between like the 15 freeway and De Palma Avenue, and so if you then you're kind of in Sycamore Creek. But if you turn right on De Palma and you keep going for a couple miles, you hit a community called Horsethief Canyon, and it's kind of back away from everything. They have like their own schools, they have their own soccer clubs. So it's like in Temescal Valley, Corona, California, but kind of away from everything, right on the border of Lake Elsinore. Well, in between Sycamore Creek and Horsethief Canyon was a lot of land that was elevated backing up to the Cleveland National Forest, and that's where they're building these communities. So you would get off at Indian Truck Trail, and then you would go down De Palma like you were going to Vons or the shopping center, and you just keep going a mile or so, and the communities are all on the right-hand side up the hill backing to the Cleveland National Forest. So that's an amazing location. You're 7 minutes or 5 minutes away from Dos Lagos and the crossings, depending on, a little bit of the traffic. There's back routes to get to those things too. If the freeway does get backed up, you can take Temescal, and some back roads to get there. So just a really premium, beautiful location, super back to nature, which is amazing, and elevated. So you'll get great views of the hills, the Cleveland National Forest. Sometimes you can even see the San Bernardino Mountains. So it's just a really great location. Now, the first community we're going to talk about is called Pacific Communities. There's a Pacific that makes manufactured home. It's not that. It's Pacific Communities. That's the builder. And they build more affordable luxury homes that are smart you know, they have their smart homes. They're really innovative. An architect actually you know, started the company, and so they're very mindful with smart, you know, homes. They're very mindful with, you know, adding amenities that really, you know, from solar to different things that really make your life easier and more sustainable. And just a great builder. They've built over 5,000 homes in California, and you know, and coming. So that's a neat where it's not like just every other builder, you know, KB or anything like that. They're, you know, a smaller builder that is definitely. Sorry, we have our pup with her. Don't eat the grass. Koa comes everywhere with me, so you know, here he is. But anyway, so that community, now when you look them up all over the place, it's very hard to find some specifics, but they do say that they build luxury homes that are affordable, more affordable luxury homes, and they are very sustainable, built by an architect, and a very, you know, innovative and smart home thinking. So we'll give you more information as soon as we find that out. But if you're driving along the 15 freeway south towards Lake Elsinore, you can see a big sign that says Pacific Communities. So they're going to be right there, and everything is getting flattened out right now. There's construction going on to the side by Horsethief Canyon, by Sycamore Creek, and everywhere in between. They really are flattening from the road all the way back to the Cleveland National Forest. So like I said, premium location, just beautiful. Also, we're going to dive into next is the other builders that will be there. So the second community that I know about is Trumark Homes. And they have a community called Solara, which is a really nice name too. It flows nicely, it's peaceful. So there's going to be actually 2 sub-communities within the Solara community under Trumark, which is the builder. So the first ones we're going to talk about in the 2 sub-communities, one is Horizon, one is Radiance. So Solara's the big community, and then it's split into 2 sub-communities. One is Horizon, one is Radiance. So the Horizon community is going to be a little over 2,600 square feet to a little over 3,300 square feet. It's going to be 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 4.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. I haven't seen that they're making 3-car garages, so maybe the Pacific community will do that. But so far, you know, this community has 2-car garages. But like I said, they're a really nice builder too that adds a lot of different amenities into their homes. They're going to be good-sized homes, hopefully good-sized lots. I haven't read very much about that. Now, the good thing about these communities, usually when you get in the first phases of communities, especially in the markets we've been in with new builds, you're going to get a better deal than as the phases go. As the phases go on, they raise the prices a little bit, and they lower the incentives. So it's really good to kind of, if you're looking in the general area, reach out to me. I can explain the neighborhood. I can explain shopping and restaurants and schools. I did work for the Corona Norco School District for over 15 years. So I love the kids. I love our community, and I know a lot about the school districts, which are most of them are highly rated, and we have a lot of schools in our school district that span from the Temescal Valley area all the way to East Vale. So really great shopping, restaurants, schools, communities in the general area. What I like about this too is you're elevated, so you're away from the freeway and some of the hustle and bustle, so you're in your own like little, you know, hilltop sanctuary, and then you come down and you know, you're around, and you're very close to the Vons Shopping Center with Starbucks, and there's a veterinarian clinic, there's a Subway, some different eateries, and there's a CVS. So you have things like within 5 minutes from you, and then if you go 5 to 7 minutes out, you're at Dos Lagos, the crossings, like I said. So very, very, I cannot stress how awesome this location is. So the other sub-community is called Radiance, and like I said, very peaceful, natural, beautiful names. Radiance is the other sub-community, and their homes are going to range from a little over 2,600 to a little over 4,000 square feet. So these are pretty large homes with a gorgeous backdrop and in a planned community. So that's amazing. And then they're going to range from 4 to 5 bedrooms, from 3.5 to 5.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. So it surprises me a little bit that they don't have three-car garage options, but once you come in, like I said, they've just flattened everything out. There's no, building on it just yet. They have it all graded and, beautiful, ready to build. These are slated to come early to mid to late summer of 2026. And so as it builds on, as they build their models, we'll definitely do a little community tour. We'll do the model home tours so you can kind of see what it entails. But like I said, if you want to know, I've lived in Corona over 25 years. If you want to know what restaurants are here, what shopping centers are here, first of all, check out our YouTube channel, because we have everything from community tours to model home tours to Bedford, Dos Lagos, the crossings, and anything that's coming, like 810 Entertainment is coming to Dos Lagos, which is amazing. Handel's Ice Cream is coming to Dos Lagos. So we really know what's happening in the community. We're out there, buying things from local businesses and vendors. We're out there helping and volunteering in our community. So, it is just amazing. You're also very close to Lake Elsinore, so you're kind of in between like Dos Lagos and the crossings and Bedford and Sycamore Creek and the lake at Lake Elsinore. They really did a lot of amazing work on that. So they've got cool hip restaurants and trendy things to do, and like a dock with, that they've upgraded, and camping. So it is really, they've done a lot to make that very nice for people. My son is also a musician, and he's filming me right now, but he plays down there too, and he plays at a lot of different things. So it's really nice for the family, for your family and friends, just to go out there if you're spending a couple days on the lake. They have a lot to offer. It's amazing. That's only seriously like 10 minutes away. So to be close to, you're by Corona Lake, not the most upgraded place, but you're by a couple of lakes, which is amazing. And if you really want to get trendy, Dos Lagos has 2 lakes you can walk around and feed the ducks and everything. You're not supposed to do that, but they're there. They're Dos Lagos mascot, and there's turtles and fish in there too. So just so many fun things to do really close by. Also, you're right by a Lake Elsinore Costco and that shopping center with Lowe's and Walmart and different eateries. So really, like I said, cannot stress the location. So you're by nature, you're by a lot of shops, restaurants, amazing schools, great communities, near like everything that you can think of going to within an hour and a half, to a lot of the theme parks and wineries and San Diego and LA and Palm Springs. Like I said, just central location. Corona is amazing. But if you need any more information on this, if you would like me to, show you the neighborhoods and different things that are around it, if you want to dive into our YouTube channel where we have all of that, please feel free to go down the rabbit hole. We just want to make sure that we tell you the things that are coming and to our area, and be the first ones to kind of get it out there. So if you have any questions, if you need anything at all, we can be your support. We can be there to serve you, and that's what it's all about. And so if you want to check us out on Instagram or Facebook, you can at Vivid Lifestyle Realty. If you want to check us out on our website, you can at vividlifestylerealty.com, where there's blog posts and property searches you can do, and you can always reach out to us. We're here to help. And we just, like I said, we love our community. We love everything that's happening. There is a Toll Brothers community, which Toll Brothers is an amazing builder, high class like no other. And that's coming to by Santana Park in Corona, so we will definitely go out there and plug that. Amazing things are happening in our area. They keep happening, and we can't wait to share them with you. And We just are so thankful for you and grateful for you. So if you find this this information helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We love to keep providing videos like this for you, so you know first, and then you know, that helps us out. And we just, like I said, we love the support, and we love our community that, you know, has supported us throughout the years. So we just are grateful for you, and we'll see you on the next one.
you.